This is my exam report for Chapter 1 on thinking critically. For this unit, when I thought of it from the teacher's perspective, I just thought, okay, how would a teacher want their students to solve this problem? And then thinking from that point on, I kind of answered the question from that thought process as I went through the exam. Like, for example, here on question 5 on the table with the marriages, I just wrote out, okay, so they need to use deductive reasoning to determine who all is married with who. So once I laid out that perspective, I literally just went through the problem explaining how I used it to solve the problem and to get the answer. Afterwards, I just simplified it and said, if the students can do that, they are on the right track and are going to be just fine. Now, for the most part, I found the questions to not be that difficult to understand and how to relate to a teacher, particularly questions 1, 3, 4, 5, and 6. The only question I had any sort of difficulty on was question 2, which was the perimeters of the figures and sketching them out. I really had a hard time myself understanding what to do. Even when I first did it on Math Lab, I was like, how do I do this? And when you don't know what you're doing and how you need to teach, then how are you going to teach somebody else how to do it? So in order to teach, you have to be able to understand the concept yourself. And to me, I feel like that's exactly what these exams do, is that they not only reinforce that you know the material, but that you also know how to share that content with other people. And to me, that is the key to teaching, because you can know all this stuff, but if you can't communicate that to somebody else efficiently, they're not going to learn anything. At the same time, if you don't know it, there's no way you're going to be able to teach anybody anything if you don't know what you're talking about. And that was my experience with the first written exam. Overall, I felt like I did a fairly good job.